Hey, this is Donna Nova, the Transdimensional Twin Flame and the Afterlife artist. This was hilarious, so I just had to share. I was just pulling a few cards for myself. Sometimes I'll do that while I'm waiting for dinner to be ready. And so here's all the cards I got from here, here, here. These 3 oracle cards, and then these 2. And normally it's because like 2 fell out, 3 fell out, if it's like 2 or 3, I'll take them. But if it's like 5 or more, I'm not going to read all those, and I'll put them back. So anyway, I asked for a card from my mom from this deck, and then from Chris from the numbers deck, and I got the 0. It's all about new beginnings. And then somebody else in spirit, I asked for something, and we've been working on me perceiving that person. So of course, me perceiving somebody from spirit, shift my perspective would be accurate. You were not alone, dude. That is accurate. Forgiveness brings freedom. Yep, that is true. I don't need to forgive this person, so there could be somebody else in spirit that I need to forgive. I mean, there is something going on that way. Okay, but here's the part that was hilarious to me. So on this numbers deck, it's about this many cards. I mean, like you know how many that is, but you know what I'm saying. It's a good sized stack. And I shuffled them like I always do, and this card came out, and for some reason I put it back in the deck and mixed it up. But then I thought, oh, I should bring it back out and leave it here on the table so I can look at this reading again later if I want to. So I'm looking through this deck, and I can't find it. I'm going card by card, and I don't see it. I go through the deck several times, and I don't see it. So then I give up. And I said, okay, Chris, because this was a card that I asked for from him. I said, just give me that card again. It's happened so many times where a card will come out more than once if I'm supposed to see it more than once. I've said that before, where I was pulling a card for somebody. For some reason, when it fell out, I wasn't sure it was right. So I would say, okay, do it again if that's the one. And sure enough, it would fall out again. And one time I did this 4 times just to see what would happen. I said, seriously, if this is my guide or, whoever it was helping me with these cards, make it happen again. And it happened 4 times in a row, okay? So that's one reason I know there's something to divination. If you're connected to spirit like I am, they will work with you through any tool. It doesn't matter what the tool is. It could be dice or rocks that you would throw. It could be a game you made up. It doesn't matter. I've made up several games with people in spirit. Anyway, I said, please just make this card come up again. So I shuffled the deck, hoping one would fall out. And the one that fell out instead was this, which, that's fine. But as I'm going to go put the deck away, it's in my hand like this, obviously, because I'm not looking at the cards. And when I go to go get dinner, because I'm done, I turn the deck over, and this one is on the bottom. So it didn't fall out when I shuffled it, but there it was right there on the bottom for me. It was like a joke, because if it would have fallen out, that would have been amazing. But somehow this was even funnier to me, because it was like this was a decoy. It was like, yeah, sorry, I didn't bring you that one card you asked for, but here's another one. And then I turn the deck over and it's like, haha, there it was. So I'm just thinking that was funny. Thank you, Chris. Chris is goofy. And I'll see you guys soon for our next reading. And as always, anytime you want a card from any of these decks, just leave me a comment. You don't have to say what it's for. And I'll pull it for you.